Okay, hello Woolly Gang. Today I'm gonna show you something that I should have shown you way before. That's my bad, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I had a comment regarding those two blend shapes, and they were asking how to actually basically do it. I'm not really sure how to explain over text, so I thought it would be better if I just showed you. And yeah, so I'm gonna try and do that right now. For this, of course, you're gonna need the avatar ready. I have mine right here, as you can see. Look at my beautiful bald head. But we're gonna need the avatar ready, and we're also going to need this website right here, as said in the last video. So make sure you have those two things open. But we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna make myself small really quickly. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with making sure that everything is separated and or hidden. I have all the parts of the body except for the face features hidden, and I have the bones hidden as well, so I can see her face. I forgot what these are called. I'm not sure what that is, honestly, but yeah, everything else is hidden. So as it says right here, we're going to start with the jaw open, and what we need to do is basically we're going to move the jaw down, make the mouth open, and also move the teeth with it. Most likely just the bottom teeth you need to move, as we see right here. And we're going to do all three of those things, and we're also going to make sure that it works with the mouth closed to make it close like that. And this is what I mean by it being very annoying to do, because if you don't do this right, you're not going to get the munching effect that my character has, even though my character doesn't have it perfect, as you can see. Let me try. Like, it's okay, and I'll show you what you have to do for this one shape so that you can understand. So I'll show you an example of what I mean by how annoying it is with my own model that already has the blend shapes intact. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the data tab as usual and look for jaw open. Where are you? Right here. So we're gonna put that all the way to 1, and I'm also gonna do it for the teeth as well, just so you can see. And then I'm going to go ahead and do mouth close. But see how it actually closes the mouth? That's the effect that we want. We want both of these, both jaw open and mouth closed, to be on 1 and be able to make a closed mouth effect. But this is what I mean by getting that effect, about like how hard it is to do that. If I put these back to 0, and I'm just gonna put mouth closed, this is what you need to do. You need to stretch the skin in a way that when you combine both of them together, it makes that mouth close. You will never use mouth closed by itself. It always will be used in tandem with jaw open, but it's just getting the desired result of mouth closed that's the difficult part, if that makes sense. I literally pulled the skin down and pulled the bottom lip up. That's how I was able to somewhat get that mouth close effect. Quick disclaimer, this is not the official way to do it by what is said in the instructions on the page that was listed below. This is just how I did it. If you find out how to do it properly by their standards, you can actually leave a comment down below, because I, for the life of me, could not figure out how to do it properly by what they were saying. So this is just how I did it. This is just like a, what did I do to get that effect type thing, you know? But that's a good example. So we're gonna go ahead and do it together, actually. So let me go ahead and reset this. It looks so weird, but see, go back, make sure everything is off before I start. Everything is off. Quickly, let's go back and see what exactly needs to be done. So again, just open the jaw. I recommend cheating, just, you know, copying and pasting a blend shape that's similar. We're gonna copy and paste the A blend shape, and we're gonna just make it a little bit like wider, I think, and pull down the jaw. Look for A. Where is my personal A? Right, make that max, and the shape for mix, and then name that new shape key from that mix that we just did. Test jaw open. All right, and then do the same thing for the teeth as well. Since I have a special name, I have to make sure that it's the same when I combine it together. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're going to set these both to 1, the new ones that we made, and we're just gonna edit it really quickly. Why do I have a chef hat? Why do I have a chef hat? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know how long that was there. As I was saying, I want you to really quickly just open your mouth and just like imagine how your mouth acts, because every person's face is different. So you have to like exaggerate the avatar to match your like mouth shape, if that makes sense. So really quickly, just do this and see like how does it make your mouth feel, and then try to apply that to like what you want your avatar to do when you make that jaw open. So from what I just did, I of course, right, first thing I would do is I'm gonna make this mouth stretch out wider. Make sure that this is on, mirror tool is on, and make sure that this is on as well. Proportional editing, oops, a little bit too big. Scroll the mouse scroll wheel down. Make sure to make it wider, longer, right? Pull that down, and then just pull the jaw down actually as well. Then we have our jaw open for the skin. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the teeth. All we have to do is really just bring it down a bit, kinda. That's strange. Why is this selecting all? Connected only. Okay, remember, don't forget to make sure that this is on connected only, so that you only drag whatever like surface you're trying to move. So in my case, the teeth. So I'm gonna try to select as many vertices as I can, because this teeth is broken for some reason, so I can move it all together. I'm still missing some, so I'm gonna select some on the bottom, sides, wherever the heck I think I might need to do it, just so I can move this whole teeth down all together. That. Then we're gonna move the inside of the mouth down as well. Not exactly move it down, but we're gonna try to scale it maybe. Oh, just stretch it out. Just stretch this part out using proportional editing. And then make it go down a bit so that it's actually covering and not clipping. And then we're good, I think. I think the tongue follows along, if I'm not mistaken. So all I did was bring down the tongue, expand the inner mouth, and bring it down to cover the back of the mouth so that there's no holes peeking out. And then all I did as well is just move the teeth. I left the top teeth alone. It was a little bit scary, but like it's something like that. So now that we have this done, we have the jaw open done. Now we're gonna do the mouth closed. This is gonna take a lot of work, but we can do it, I believe. You just have to be very, very patient. Okay, so now we're going to make another one, another shape key, and then we're going to go to sculpt mode, and we're gonna make sure that the jaw open that we just made is already on 1, and we're gonna max out this one as well so that it actually affects what you're sculpting. I apologize, I should have said this in the other video. That's what you need to do to make any like effects that you make, or any changes to the model that you do in sculpt mode to actually appear while you're doing it. You have to make sure that this is to 1 so that you can see the value like changing. But all right, make sure you're on the skin and then go back to sculpt mode. Now we can actually, oh, and then make sure it's on 1, and now we can actually drag it down. Let me see. Let's actually put it back to 50. And as you can see, you can now see what exactly you're doing, which is nice. You need that. Make sure to go into 3D mode so that, you know, or like turn it, if you will, so that you can see what exactly you're doing. So the desired effect that we technically need is something like that, like the stretched out thing that I showed you prior. Yeah, from there, all we need to do is literally just pull down the skin and just keep going and make it so that it meets in the middle. And if you have any details around the lips, like I have this little like lip gloss thing going on, just try and pull that as well. Try not to move the nose as much as possible as well. And that's basically all you have to do. Yeah, if you have something like this going on, try and see if you can pull these down and out so that you can actually have that line. If you have like a line on your mouth, just pull it down so that it's actually visible. And then make sure to pull these out as well. Oop, it's not pulling. This is what I was saying by how it's a little bit hard and tricky to do this part. But also why I recommend, if you have access to Hana tool, I just recommend just buying that. It makes everything easy and it works with almost every like VRM supported software out there. It might look a bit scary, but just try your best to close it and like bring it together. Or make sure, if possible, that it's not too inward. Over this, I'd probably have to probably grab a lot more of it really quick. I just wanted to see and check how it would look, but yeah, imagine trying to do this in edit mode. This is basically what I had to do to make my mouth close. But let me continue. Just gonna try and grab this part of the mouth and bring it out. After going back into edit mode and just grabbing it out a little bit and just pulling it, I go back to sculpt mode and just fill in any gaps that I see. But again, it's not gonna look pretty, but if you're just using this for VTubing and you're not like planning on showing like all angles and stuff like that, I think this is pretty solid. It's a little bit scary, not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can fix this stuff up. For her, since she has like a shading going on around her lips, I have to try and make sure that it looks a little bit more normal if possible. I will say it doesn't look too bad. I was expecting way worse. I think I'll probably start pulling out my hair if I continue this, but yeah, this is basically how I got that kind of like closed mouth effect. It wasn't exactly like this. As you can see, it looks very scary, but it works. It does work. That's all you need to do. I would say just keep trying. I couldn't do it even after this is my third attempt, because the first two I either did it wrong or I wasn't recording, unfortunately. But after the third attempt, this is all that I can muster. So just take my word for it. It might take a bit if you try to do this yourself, but once you get that part down, you should be okay. All you need to do again is just go into sculpt mode and do most of it there. Make sure that, let me rename this as well. Make sure that you have the jaw open that is already ready, and see how it closes like that. Just make sure you have that kind of motion. Just go for something that closes the mouth when the jaw is open, and that's what you need to do. But yep, that that is pretty much it for this video. That's all I had to do to make that effect for the mouth shape. If there are any questions you might have, you can leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to answer. If I don't answer, it's not out of malice. I'm probably just not available or I just don't know the answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good morning, evening, and afternoon. Goodbye for now.